Welcome back to Fantasy Football in 5. Yet again, it has been a minute here, but
About
we are
2 minutes.
Yeah, we are back though, and we're gonna start the season off with just a couple intros to show us what we think of the season, outlooks and stuff.
So hit the big red button below. Okay, so for this year, we're going to be introducing a lot of new formats, a lot of new technology, since both of us will be going off to college pretty soon. So look for a lot of video chatting stuff we'll be implementing on the show. But for now, here's our favorite fantasy player for this 2017 season.
Mine is a man you may be familiar with, Mr. TP from last year. Terrell Pryor, he's back with a new team, not that crappy Browns team.
TP and crappy.
Yeah, but no, with the Washington Redskins, and Kirk Cousins will be throwing him a lot of targets.
My favorite player also has a new look, new team, Deshaun Jackson. He's that deep threat that the Bucs have been missing desperately the past couple of years. Bucs were the worst team last year, and I believe ball started with 20 yards, so look for Jameis Winston to hook up with Deshaun Jackson a lot this season.
Alright, so for this segment, we're going to be doing the best fantasy player to bounce back this year. Mine might be a guy who's a little less relevant in recent years, Mr. Pierre Garçon. He's moving another new team to the 49ers, and he is the number one target out there. I expect him to make some impacts.
My favorite player to bounce back is a guy who was probably your number one draft pick 2 years ago, Todd Gurley. Now, he was surprisingly consistent last year, but in a running back 2 spot, and you drafted him as running back 1. So you were disappointed unless you had another good running back, say Devonta Freeman, as your running back 1 substitute. So look for Todd Gurley to bounce back. He loves Sean McVay's new offense they're implementing in Los Angeles, not St. Louis. So Todd Gurley is definitely a player to watch out for this year. Now we're going in the complete opposite direction here with some players to take a step back from last year. Players that had really good seasons last year, but may not produce like they did last year. They'll positively regress, I should say.
All right, so mine personally is Matt Ryan. Now, I've been toting him for the past 2 years, and this year I'm going to go opposite. He's going to take a step down because that's just what players do. They have a great season. They can't live up to that again. Expect him to have a decent season, but none of that amazing leading the league.
My guy also had an incredibly awesome breakout season last year for the Dolphins. His name is Jay Ajayi. People were expecting him to maybe get 800 yards. He ended up with well over 1,000. 2 300-yard performances last year. I just can't see the same. I think it was just a one-year thing for Jay Ajayi.
Hopefully it's not a one-and-done year, though.
Yeah, I like watching him run. He's a good runner. But look for Ajayi to take a step back this year.
Alright, so now we're going to be talking about our favorite new-look team here. So what's yours?
You heard me talk about Deshaun Jackson a lot this year. I'm talking about his team more in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They have done a tremendous job revamping the offense and the defense too, but the offense more importantly. They got a new tight end in O.J. Howard, who is an okay replacement for Cameron Brate. I like Cameron Brate a lot, but the addition of Deshaun Jackson is huge, and their defense is an up-and-coming defense, kind of in the middle of the road right now, but expect them in a couple years with Levante David, Brent Grimes, and Vernon Hargraves to really wreak havoc in the NFC South.
My favorite team to look for here is the Tennessee Titans. Now, I haven't put any guys out here yet, but it's more of a team effort here. I love what they've been doing with DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry, and I absolutely love the pure amount of receivers that they have. Sooner or later, they've got to get a good group, and I think they've done it. And expect Marcus Mariota to have a great year.
Okay, so last thing here, a player to watch out for. Now, being a Steelers fan, I will never, ever want to hear myself say this again, but I love Isaiah Crowell this season. He almost rushed for 1,000 yards last year, and he really took over that starting job from Duke Johnson. There was a bit of controversy there as to who would start, but I really think he'll take the load off of whatever quarterback be starting, be it if Deshaun Kaiser comes in early in the season or late in the season. But look for Isaiah Crowell to be really close to 1,000 yards, and I can see 10 touchdowns out of him this year.
Yeah, I do too. Now, my guy is going to be a little bit more to my team here. Adam Thielen, absolutely loved him last year, and I hope that he can produce again for Sam Bradford, as he was the #1 target for him, and I really think that being wide receiver 2 can help out.
That was Fantasy Football in 5. Thank you for watching. We deliver like fantasy in 5 minutes less because honestly, who would want to watch a 30-minute video on this topic?
Amen.
So our next video is going to be our most anticipated and hopefully highly watched video of the season. Our 2017 football drafting strategy video. Got a lot of hype last year, and we hope to work out for you guys. So stay tuned for that.